Good morning, everybody. Welcome to online session in the subject of parasitology with a very interesting topic for the purpose of online study for the student of second BHMS of the college Kent Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, Hajipur. Myself, Dr. Mohammad Kashif Raza, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Kent Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, Hajipur. The topic Entamoeba histolytica. By name histolytica, it lyses the gastrointestinal tissue, a gastrointestinal parasite. The parasite belongs to kingdom Protista, subkingdom Protozoa, phylum Sarcomastigophora, subphylum Sarcodina, superclass Rhizopoda, class Lobesia, subclass Gymnomoeba, order Amoebida, subclass Tubulina, genus Entamoeba, species Entamoeba histolytica. The geographical distribution of this parasite is worldwide, more common in the tropics and subtropics in the temperate zone. As far as we discuss the habitat, the trophozoite of Entamoeba histolytica live in the mucus and submucous layer of large intestine of human being. Morphological study, there are three phases in life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica. The first and growing and feeding stage is called trophozoite. The trophozoite shows slow gliding movement. The clear hyaline ectoplasm, the pseudopodium, has a slow jerky movement ejected under high pressure, followed by the following in the whole granular ectoplasm. Shape of this parasite is not fixed. Size range from 18 to 40 micrometer, average being 20 to 30 micrometer. Cytoplasm is clear, translucent ectoplasm and granular endoplasm. The red blood cell, occasionally leukocytes and tissue debris are also found inside the endoplasm. Nuclear shape is spherical, size is 4 to 6 micrometer. In stent preparation, nuclear structure shows karyosomes, small dot-like center in position, surrounded by a clear halo. Nuclear membrane lined with a single layer of uniformly distributed fine chromatin granules. The space between the karyosome and the nuclear membrane is traversed by a fine thread of line in linear network having a spoke-like radial arrangement. The trophozoite you can see in the on your screen, microscopic figure. This next stage is pre-cystic stage. It is a transitional stage between the trophozoite and the cystic stage. The size of pre-cystic stage is 10 to 20 micrometer. Shape is round but slightly ovoid with a blunt pseudopodium projecting from the periphery. Endoplasm is free of red blood cells and other food particles. Nuclear structure is same as that of trophozoite. The multiple stages of Entamoeba histolytica. The figure 1 shows the trophozoite stage, the 2 the cystic stage, 3, 4 and 5 is the cystic stage. First of cyst is mononuclear and for second figure binucleate and third is quadrinucleate cyst. The cystic stage, the size of the parasite is small being race. Small race being is 6 to 9 micrometer and the large race 12 to 15 micrometer. During encystment, the parasite become rounded and is surrounded by a highly refractile membrane called the cyst wall. Cytoplasm is clear and hyaline. In early stage of development, cytoplasm of cyst shows chromatid or chromatidial bars, seen as refractile oblong bars with rounded in preparation with normal saline and black when stained with iron hematoxylin. In number 4, in in no number of 1/2 2/3 of diameter of the cyst. The other structure found in the cytoplasm is glycogen mass stained brown with iodine. The nuclear structure is same as that of trophozoite. Mature cyst is quadrinucleate. The cyst uninucleate body, binucleate body, quadrinucleate body by binary fission. During the process of division, the nuclei undergoes reduction in size, becoming 2 micron in diameter. The cyst. The figure shows the cyst. Method of reproduction. The reproduction through excitation, incitation, and multiplication. In this figure, you can see that the method is divided into 2 different circles. The first circle shows the cystic to vegetative stage and vegetative to cystic stage, and the second circle shows the vegetative forms multiplying by binary fission. The carrier transform the cyst to the new host, and there is vegetative stage. The cyst opens and the multiple octanucleate cyst goes to development of new one, which is trophozoite form, and then the trophozoite form goes in infestation and then become mature cyst. In the binary fission, the vegetative forms multiplying by binary fission, simple matrix division. Life cycle. The Antibuba histolytica passes its life cycle in only one host, that is main. Quadrinucleate cysts are infective form of the parasite. The trophozoite phase of this parasite is responsible for producing the characteristic lesion of amoebiasis. The life cycle shows the cyst passer stage. The cyst passer passes the cyst in the form of mature cyst of histolytica in stool. There are 2 carriers, the houseflies carrying the cyst from feces to food, and the other carrier is the food holding man. The food holding man processes the food to the new host. The new host ingests the cyst, and the cyst goes to the stomach but remain unchanged. When the cyst comes in the ileocecal junction of large intestine, breaks and the new trophozoites are released from there. The next stage is the amoeba invading the tissue. The amoeba in the trophozoite form goes on mucous membrane of the large intestine and secrete an enzyme which is histolytic or histolysis in nature, and mucous membrane degenerates, makes tissue juice and take this tissue as a food and goes inside and inside, and finally settle down in the submucous layer of the intestine. Then finally superficial ulcer of the colon and an amoebic carrier. The second phase of lifestyle, when the parasite goes inside the portal vein of the intestine and finally settle to the multiple visceral organ like liver, lungs, and brain. Pathogenicity, the incubation period is 4 to 5 days. Symptomatology, the term amoebasis is used to denote all those conditions which are produced in the human host by infection with histolytica at different area of its invasion. Amoebic dysentery, it is a condition in which the infection is confined to the intestinal canal and it characterized by the passage of blood and mucus in the stool. The dysentery is a symptom characteristic of extensive intestinal ulceration presenting only a part of clinical picture of the intestinal amoebiasis. Clinical picture vary from acute colitis to chronic colitis and asymptomatic carrier state. Pathogenic lesions. There are two types of pathogenic lesions, the primary and secondary. The primary lesions are the intestinal lesion. The infection is limited entirely to the large intestine, the initial site of location of the parasite. The secondary or metastatic lesion, the extracolonic area where the proposite of intergrupa histolytica can migrate and produce lesions include liver, lungs, and brain. There, we will study the primary and intestinal lesion only. Metastatic lesion will be discussed in the next session. Genesis, the metastatic tropozoite liberate after excitation enter through the grooves of Lieberkühn. By this amoeboid movement, they penetrate directly through the columnar epithelium of the mucous membrane. By the proteolytic ferment histolysine, they dissolve the intestinal epithelial cells. By continuous lysis of tissues, they reach the submucous cords. The amoeba rapidly multiply in increase in number, form colonies, destroy the tissues in the vicinity and utilize the cytolysed material as their food. As a considerable area of mucosa is destroyed, undermining the mucous membrane above. The invasion of tissue by protozoal parasite leads to coagulative necrosis and the formation of abscess which finally break down, leading to the development of ulcer. You can see the microscopic picture of the intestinal ulcer, the anatomy of the large intestine. The crypts of Lieberkühn is involved mucus, muscularis mucosa, submucosa, circular muscles, longitudinal muscles, and peritoneum. Through the intestinal wall, flask-shaped cilia represents the process of tissue necrosis. Continuous line indicate the progress of dot line and the occasional approach. Gross view of intestinal lesion. Early intestinal lesion in amoebic dysentery, the first picture, and the late intestinal acute amoebic dysentery. Intestinal lesion in acute amoebic dysentery, the distribution of ulcer is strictly confined to large gut. The lesion may be generalized and localized. The generalized ulcer, the whole length of large gut as far down as the internal and anal sphincter is involved. The localized ulcer, two levels of involvement. The ileocecal region, the cecum, ascending colon, ileocecal valve, and appendix are involved, and in sigmoid rectal region, the sigmoid colon and rectum are involved. Characteristic of ulcer, the typical amoebic ulcer has the following peculiarities. The size pinhead to 1 inch or more in diameter, round and oval in shape, transverse in large as coalescing, margin raised and undermined, being formed by the overhanging mucous membrane. They on vertical section has the appearance of flask-shaped ulcer. The base of the ulcer is formed by the mucous coat and filled up by the necrotic material yellowish and blackish sludge. Extension of ulcer. The superficial ulcer do not extend beyond the muscularis mucosa. The deep ulcer are limited to the submucous coat and extend laterally to communicate with the adjacent ulcer. When the destruction extends deeper into the muscular and serous layer, the following complication may arise: the local peritonitis, hemorrhagic and perforation, and generalized peritonitis, pericecal or pericolic abscess, sludging, and gangrene of the large gut. Healing of the ulcer. After the separation of sludge, the granulation tissue being to form on the floor of the ulcerated area. The small superficial ulcer scar is not formed and some mucous membrane is completely restored over the area. The large and deep ulcer healing is associated with the formation of scar tissue over which the epithelium of the mucous membrane do not grow, and this area can later be detected as smooth depressed scar and center of which may or may not be pigmented. Microscopic pathology. In the section is made through middle of early ulcer. The findings are: in the center, an area of necrosed tissue in which the cells are various stage of degeneration. Towards the periphery, amoeba are to be found in large number, lying single or in a groups with no cellular infiltration. Intestinal lesion in chronic intestinal amoebasis. In the chronic form, small ulcers involving only the mucosa. Extensive superficial ulcer with hyperemia, marked scarring, and intestinal wall with thinning, dilatation of circulation. Extensive adhesion with neighboring viscera. Localized thickening of the intestinal wall leading to a narrowing of lumen of the bowel. Generalized thickening of the bowel, rendering it palpable in the emaciated patient. Formation of tumor-like mass of granulation tissue, amoebic granuloma or amoeboma, which resembles with the sarcoma. Amoebic dysentery and bacillary dysentery. Clinically, amoebic dysentery represents with features of slow onset with localized abdominal tenderness. Bacillary dysentery clinically represent with acute onset associated with fever, generalized abdominal tenderness, and tenesmus. In the amoebic dysentery, the macroscopically 6 to 8 motions per day, relatively copious stool passes. The stool is offensive, dark red, blood and mucus mixed with the feces. The stool is acidic in nature, no adherent to the container. Microscopically, the RBC in columns, reddish yellow in color, pus cell is scanty, macrophages are very few, eosinophil present, pycnotic body is very common, ghost cell nil, parasite, trophoid and of histolytica, bacteria many, motile bacteria and Cl crystals present. In bacillary dysentery, the motions 10 motions over a day, the amount of stool is small, odor is odorless, the color of the stool is bright red, nature, blood and mucus, no feces. Only blood and mucus passes through the rectum, but no feces. The reaction is alkaline, consistency adherent to the bottom of the container. RBC discrete in Rolex, bright red in color, pus cell numerous, macrophages large in number, many of them contain RBC, hence mistaken with Entaeba histolytica. Eosinophil scarce, pycnotic bodies nil, ghost cell numerous, parasite nil, bacteria nil, and Cl crystal nil. If you have any question, you can write down in the comment section. Thank you. I will meet you in the next session.